Hi everybody, welcome back to the Salty Commander podcast. I am Balam Nájera, one of your most amazing hosts.
I am Victor Adame, and I paid Magic the Gathering cards, and I own these guys in Commander.
Hi guys, this is Raul. I play drums now in medieval shows apparently, and I'm back finally.
Ooh, finally.
Who is
Yeah.
Raul though?
Who's Raul though?
The
Yeah, we don't...
yeah, he's the alter ego of Pago.
Okay.
Welcome back, guys. We're so happy to be here after like a month hiatus. Everybody was in different parts of the world.
Kung Fu fighting.
Yeah.
That you had that chance, you lost it. Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Cats, man. Cats.
Cats. Yeah.
Okay, today's episode is about War of the Spark.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about War of the Spark. We have a top 5. Each one of us has a top 5.
Mhm.
We don't share cards. We made sure that we didn't share anything. Ever. We don't share them. That's forbidden.
We're gonna put out some. Each of us is gonna say 5 cards, so it's 15 cards for y'all. And they are not ordered in a particular order, like to most strong or whatever. It's just 5 cards that caught our attention. Like they may not be even the most strong cards in general. Just 5 cards we personally want to try out. Well, no, we've had the chance to try them out. Just 5 cards we think are gonna be somewhat impactful or good in Commander.
Yeah. And sorry, go.
Yeah, 5 cards that I don't know if they're going to be impactful on Commander, but maybe we will try them on our decks.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think they're fun.
Yeah.
My 5 are fun.
Yeah, at least we're gonna give them a spin in our decks.
Yeah. And some of them just like look busted on the outside. We don't have to try them out to know that they're gonna do well on Commander.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So should we start with the list?
All right, list.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, lists. List
I
time.
am list. But I'm.
I am list also. Yeah.
So, okay, I'll start. My first card for the top 5, número 5. The first card for World of the Spark is Death Sprout. 4 CMC, 1 generic, 2 black, 1 green, instant. It reads: destroy target creature, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library.
Wow.
This card is it's like we all know like that diversity in cards and when one card has can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's so good in EDH.
It's funny because we were talking about this one, and you said that you didn't think it was good. What changed?
I made
You
sure.
You read the card.
I got the smarts.
Yeah, you got the smarts.
I just thought it's way too much mana. But
Yeah.
after thinking about it, it's like a kill spell that ramps you, and it's an
Yeah.
instant. All those factors are good.
So, yeah, for me, what made it about this card, I had it on my list, is because it's a murder and a rampant growth in one, so you don't need to put both murder, or, I mean, if you like a kill spell, not murder, because murder sucks. But you don't have to put, like, the
Murder
kill spell
sucks,
and-
kids.
Murder sucks. Don't murder.
Don't murder.
Because it's bad. So you don't have to put like a kill spell and a ramp card. Like this is one, so it frees up your slots for something else. And yeah, like Balam said, the ability to do multiple things in just one card. That's why cards like Cryptic Command are so good, which I don't have in any of my decks, ironically, but I should. So yeah, I love this
Yeah, I
card.
mean, cards that do multiple things at once are good in general. So yeah, I also have had Death Sprout on my list, and I mean, yeah, kill spell that ramps you, it's pretty much a no-brainer for I
Yeah.
think for any deck that runs these colors.
Yeah, that's it.
And also the art is so good.
Yeah,
I'm
heart's
just
good.
saying. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's just it's so obvious that the card's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna. Yeah, it's like it's a good card. It's like when you see it, like you see good design. It's like it's clean. I like it. It's clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
instant is great
true.
and lands are amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's
Next
look at
card.
having.
I don't
Next
care.
card.
Next card. No, what were you gonna say?
No, nothing. Go.
Okay, next card. I don't know who goes.
Okay, yeah, I go in the order that we were doing it earlier. Okay, so my first pick for War of the Spark cards that you should pick up for your commander decks is it's an obvious one, and a lot of modern standard players are looking at this card too. And I hate when that happens because when we overlap in formats, it drives prices up, and I don't want to pay a lot of money for cards. So this is Liliana Dreadhorde General. Liliana is a 4 generic, 2 black, so it's a 6 CMC. Legendary Planeswalker Liliana. It enters the battlefield with 6 loyalty counters, and it has 1 static ability, which most Planeswalkers have, or all of them have in this set, which is awesome, I think. And for me, this is the one that sells it. Unlike other formats that might be looking at the other abilities, but this is the big one for me. Whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. That's insane. Like that's okay. I'm just gonna read it all, and then we can go by the abilities one by one.
Yeah.
And it's +1. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. -4. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures, and the ultimate is -9. Each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. So you win the game. Yeah.
And it starts with 6 loyalty.
6. Yeah, so
loyalty
it just
counters,
needs
right?
it just needs 3. And if you, God forbid, you proliferate or something on this one, you tick it up, proliferate twice. Next turn you can -9, and then you win. First ability reminds me. Go.
This card is so It's so wholesome.
Wholesome.
It's so complete. I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
it does a lot.
It has card draw. It puts a creature. It's removal. It's everything. Like it just does everything.
Yeah. She does everything.
Yeah, you create a zombie, and usually they come into play tapped, like the latest zombie producing cards. Put them into play tapped, but not this one. You can block with that one, and it draws you a card, which is insane. The first ability reminds me of this guy Reaper of Solo the Harvester of Souls. There you go.
Yeah.
And Harvester of Souls is a 6 CMC. It's like it's a demon with Dead Touch. And it says whenever another creature, non-token, dies, you draw a card.
Insane card.
And the downside, I mean, it's all upside for that card. It's a body, it's awesome, and it draws you cards. But I think the downside, whenever I play it, is that usually people just wrath. They play a board wipe, and you do draw cards, but that's it. But if people board wipe with a Planeswalker, if it's a normal creature board wipe, you still have your Planeswalker and you draw cards, and you can. And it encourages you to board wipe to keep your Planeswalker. That's pretty cool.
And it protects herself too, like the 2/2 in whatever situation, or even with the removal. Like
the removal is
sacrificing 2 creatures is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you do sacrifice 2 creatures, you draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you will need a ton of creatures to make up for her, but I think she's awesome. And I mean, yeah, if the ability of draw cards will be for all the creatures, it will be so broken. So it's so good. I mean, yeah, she does everything.
I think she's really good, and that's my first pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good picks, guys. I mean, yeah, Liliana Dreadhorde General, yeah, obviously she's good. But prepare for this. My first pick. Um, well, my first pick is going to be Price of Betrayal, an uncommon card. It reads one. It's a sorcery for 1 black mana, and it reads: remove up to 5 counters from target artifact, creature, planeswalker, or opponent.
So
So
you
pretty
wasted your
much you can.
slot on this card.
Why?
No, I mean, but it's an awesome
it's
card.
not.
Yeah, why?
First of all, if you guys follow us on the podcast, you know that I like to play super specific cards, like Imp's Mischief, for example, my signature card. But yeah, I think this card is awesome because it's for just 1 mana. You can remove a planeswalker. You can even kill a creature. You can disrupt combos if you remove counters for artifacts, or you
But
can
it's a
even
sorcery speed.
And
yeah. But you can even do politics if you're playing Infect, like I do. So I don't know.
So
it's
you would
just,
you
think
playing
for me,
Skitherix. You're gonna waste this card in helping your
Mhm.
opponent.
yeah, because you can do politics.
But so
For
he's
me-
free from the Skittle sphere because
No. I mean, you can, for example, remove up to 5 counters, and it's up to 5. You can
up to
just
5.
say like, I'm going to
Oh, so
remove.
you're gonna make it
Yeah,
worse.
you can
on
remove like
purpose.
Yeah, now,
2.
now this card's amazing.
Yeah. No, yeah, you can say I'm going to remove 2 of your poison counters, and you can live another 3 turns, for example. I don't know.
Or you
can
can
do
just not
politics in
attack
Infect.
and do politics by not attacking.
No, that's not how it works. For me, I think this card. I mean, there's not that many cards that do this type of effects of removing counters from everything. And like I said, you can pretty much kill a planeswalker with 1.
Why
black
not?
mana.
Why not
And-
play the thing that removes counters from everything and tokens?
Yeah.
The black one.
Either snap.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
honestly this.
Yeah,
this-
I mean, you
I
can.
don't think any of us included the Elder spell on our list, did we?
No,
But you included
it's a
this
good
one.
card, but
Let's
I
just
don't know.
say this card is Elder Spell.
Yeah, let's pretend it's not this
No,
one.
no, this is Price of Betrayal. You will see it on. Maybe you will see it on my deck.
Maybe I think
I don't know because I'm not
I
playing
think
mono
with you,
black.
this is the worst part because I'm probably gonna lose because of this card playing against you
Yeah,
in some convoluted, horrible way.
yeah, it's so narrow.
Yeah,
that-
you will have. It's super specific. I know, but for me, what did it is not that many cards do that effect, and that's interesting to me. So and it's interesting that you can remove counters from an opponent. I mean, you can even remove their how are they
loyalty
called
experience counter.
the experience counters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can
yeah,
disrupt
now it's
players
awesome. Yes, I'm sorry,
from-
man.
Yeah. I mean, you can disrupt the Marin
And
players,
that's it.
the Azuri
Oh yeah,
players.
Azuri.
No, I mean, yeah, it's interesting that you can do that with a new card. So yeah, that's my first
Okay.
pick.
Número 4.
I don't like that one. I'm still shaking from that last one.
Okay, for my number 4 top card is a little bit of a basic choice. It's Narset, Parter of Veils. 3 CMC, 1 generic, 2 blue, legendary planeswalker Narset with 5 loyalty counters. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. That's the static ability. And the -2, the only other ability, is look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So, I don't know, I just chose this card because it's so freakingly powerful. Like,
Yeah.
in any control deck, I think it's kind of a must. because it does everything you want in control. Like you already have your counters. You want to stop your opponents from going from getting gas, and it gets you gas, and it's I don't know. It's a bit ridiculous. It's a very good card, and probably there's gonna be some way to break it, like people broke Leovold with wheels
Windfall
and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it has the same effect.
Yeah, of
The
not being
can't
able
draw
to
more.
draw more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be super annoying. It's just I think this little uncommon planeswalker is gonna be super strong.
Yeah, I think in
Yeah.
like Nekusar and wheel decks, this is gonna be a not include for sure.
I mean, in Nekusar you want people to
Yeah.
draw cards.
I mean,
So
but if
Yeah, but
if you
if you will them,
yeah,
then
like
you win.
if you have a commanding war state and then you wheel with Narset on the field, they
Yeah.
don't have any more
okay,
cards.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I mean, they can draw
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
but
So the all those type of effects are super
Yeah.
broken, and yeah, I mean I don't like to play against her. Yeah, like
Yeah,
there's not
it's,
much
it's
to say
very
about
powerful.
Narset
Mhm.
because
The end.
yeah,
yeah,
and yeah, if you have the correct deck and circumstances, you can
Yeah.
win with her, and it's only $3, so yeah, pick it up.
yeah. I think I bought like 2, and I haven't put them in any deck because the only blue ones that I have are super specific. But if I do just like a control deck, I will just immediately include this one.
Yeah. Like you said, in Nekusar or all
Yeah.
those type of drawy decks, it's an auto include. Yeah,
And
so
just
good.
like I haven't played we haven't. I imagine none of you guys have played with Narset or against Narset, but I think like that situation comes up or it's going to come up pretty frequently when someone tries to play Rishkar's expertise or some like draw spell, and that they want to draw cards, and you have Narset, and
Mhm.
they don't have like a kill spell immediately, something to deal with her, and they're just not going to draw any cards, or just one.
Yeah, and for me, I don't know what you guys think. She's like, she's not like your common planeswalker that you want to put it out and then do the abilities. She's a combo part. I mean, you're going to play Narset when you have the combo. If not, she's going
I don't
to
know.
die.
She's
in,
also
like,
good
two
to
turns.
search for like the board wipe.
Yeah.
Like let's say you slam it, board
Yeah.
wipe, and then people can't really recoup because they can't draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you will need to have a wheel to do that. And once you look for the card, she's only at 3. So
No, I
anything
disagree.
can
I
kill
think
her.
you can play her anytime. Of course,
Yeah.
it depends on like you're gonna play her in a deck that she's gonna live or she's gonna like create value. Like if you play in Muldrotha, you can like minus her,
Mhm.
-2 her, and then if she dies, you can play her again, and just like keep giving you value. So
Because it's non-creature, non-land. Like you can
Yeah.
look for other planeswalkers or enchantments or artifacts. Like that's
Or-
a lot.
instants or sorceries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting it, and I think Muldrotha Planeswalkers it's a deck
It's a-
right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Or I don't know if that's already a
No,
thing,
it is.
but now with all these low
Yeah.
CMC Planeswalkers,
Now it is.
oh my god.
All right.
Next deck.
card.
Okay.
Yeah, my second one is one that I also have in one of my decks, but I haven't played with her yet because I haven't drawn her. But I think like when I do and I play her, it's gonna be a bomb. It's God Eternal Uketra. It's a 5 CMC, 3 of anything, 2 white. It's a 3/6 legendary creature zombie god. It has double strike, which is not a small thing, and has whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature token with vigilance. And when God Eternal Uketra dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you may put it into its owner's library, third from the top. And I think like honorable mention, it's all the gods. I just picked this one because it's the one that I like the most. I think Bond 2 is a close second because of the draw, but I think
The pig.
yeah, but I think God Eternal Oketra is gonna bounce you back from board wipes, and it's just gonna create an insane
Yep.
board state.
It's uh, it's a very good card. I think you can even make her own deck.
Yeah, she can be a commander for sure, and it would be powerful. Because
Yeah, I think she's the best mono white commander right now. I mean, not right now, in life.
yeah, that's what we were talking about in life.
I don't know about that, but yeah, she does a lot. Double strike, and whenever you cast a creature, like you can just put like not in a just mono white deck. Like let's say your mana dorks
Yeah.
immediately become 4/4s and have vigilance.
Yeah.
With vigilance. Yeah, that's
so you
that's
can-
the
It's the super
big
annoying part of these new
Yeah.
gods is they how they always come back.
Yeah, we
Like-
played against the boar race
Yep.
god,
The giant pig
the
and
giant pig guy.
like at first it's kind of difficult to get them. Like in general, like you have to have a kill spell, and even then it doesn't go away.
yeah,
Like
it's gonna
the
come back
s- the-
sooner than you
like,
thought.
Swords to Plowshares and the other one, Path to Exile, are so common in Commander,
Yeah,
and they don't do nothing to these gods.
yeah, yeah. That.
Yep. That's why I think she's for me she's the best mono white commander, because in white you will have these mana issues late game, but no, you can just play your small creatures and she will come back
Yeah.
for 5 mana. So
Yeah, and
So
I
good,
like
yeah.
that it's one of those abilities like landfall that rewards you for something that you're already doing. You're already playing
Yeah.
creatures. Like you're already like landfall. You're already playing lands, and to get a reward, it's a reward for something that you're already. It rewards you for something that you're already doing, and I think that's awesome, and it's a feel good thing that every player loves. I have this one in my mill. What's this one? The Esper zombie one?
Marina.
Verina, yeah. Lich Queen or Lich something. And that deck doesn't really want to punch people. I don't intend on winning by combat or damage. It's a mill deck. But I think like the bodies that this one provides, especially with cards like Fanax, or what's the one that you sacrifice a creature, altar of something. You sacrifice a creature and you mill a player for the power of the sacrificed creature. I think God Eternal Oketra is gonna create a lot of scenarios where I can.
Yeah, like with all these new gods, I kind of want to make an Esper zombie tribal.
Yeah,
They're so good.
yeah, or just like Vago said, like just play this one as your commander. I don't think that's like what I want to do, because it like gives people a heads up to what you're doing, and they kind of like prepare for that. Because 4/4s are nothing to scoff at. Like 4/4s every time you play a creature spell. That's big. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a lot of value. I like value.
okay. So
So
so my second card, that knowing that you guys are basics and are choosing just rares and the good cards, so yeah, I'm going to choose a rare card. So yeah, my card is going to be Neheb, Dreadhorde Champion. So he's a legendary creature, zombie, minotaur, warrior, 2 CMC, 4 CMC in total, 2 generic and 2 red, and it's a 5/4, and it has trample. It reads, whatever Neheb Dreadhorde Champion deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, you may discard any number of cards. If you do, draw that many cards and add that much red mana to your mana pool. Until the end of the turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. So, for my Crucialda deck, it works awesome, because you can discard all the big creatures and draw that many cards. The adding the mana, it's I mean, don't get me wrong, it's so good, but not in that deck. You can do some things, yeah, but the important part for me is the draw.
I like that it
And
has trample and yeah, the draw, and it's a very red card, but it's a very good red card.
Yeah.
because in red there's not many that cards that give you this kind of advantage. I mean, you're drawing and also adding mana. And the part that the mana don't go away as the phases end, it's so good because you can use them for whatever you want.
I mean, it's when it deals
And
combat damage, right?
Like even to a
yeah,
planeswalker.
even to
Because a lot of
planeswalker.
times you have to
Yeah,
choose between planeswalker or or activating effects, and this time you don't, and it has trample.
yeah, and it's for 4 mana, 5/4. It's
Yeah.
so good,
Yeah,
solid body, and yeah, I mean, again, for me, it works so good in Griselda because you can discard all the big creatures, draw, and then go for your big reanimation spell. And maybe you can use, for example, if you're doing Living Death, you can use that red mana to pay for the generic, and it only will cost 2 black to do it. So it's so good. And I mean, yeah, again, there's nothing much to say because all the cards are so
it's
good.
a very solid card, and
So
it's good.
Yeah.
yeah.
But do you think it's the best in the heb?
Interesting question. I think it's different. They are, for me, the other have it's like,
There are two other Nehebs.
I don't think the design it's that good because it can get so broken so easily. And for me, for Griselda, this is the better version of it because it gives you draw,
Okay.
and you're looking for
Yeah,
that.
discard and
Yeah.
draw is good in a lot of decks.
Yeah, and I think just like late
Yeah,
game
yeah.
when you're drawing like lands and stuff that you're not gonna use, just like getting new cards, getting gas, for your dead draws is a good thing, and you get mana to play them, which is also fun.
Yeah, and you don't get any penalty for doing that. We have seen many cards that, for example, you discard 3 and draw 2, but for this, no, you draw the same amount that you discarded, and you will add the benefit of getting mana out of it. So good. Yeah, pretty solid card.
Okay. Next round, número 3.
El tercero, Shrek the
I'm-
Third.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
Ugh.
Oh wow, I think I'm the basicest of all. Mostly planeswalkers. Okay, so número 3 is Ugin, the ineffable. You can't F
you
him.
can't F him.
You
It's
can.
a CMC of 6 generic mana. That's it, 6. It's a colorless, legendary planeswalker, Ugin. His static ability is colorless spells you cast. Colorless spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Yeah.
Wow.
And +1. Exile the top card of your library face down and look at it. Create a 2/2 colorless spell spirit creature token. When that token leaves the battlefield, put the exiled card into your hand. -3. Give us a grunk.
No.
Okay.
What?
-3. Destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. And it enters the battlefield with 4 loyalty counters. I think Ugin is one of the most busted planeswalkers.
It's good.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
yeah.
It's so simple. I love simple cards.
Yeah, you think Yugen is good?
You can't
Yugen?
F him.
Yugi.
Ineffable.
No, you can't.
No, you
You
can't.
can F him.
Well, okay, let's talk about the colorless spells cast thing 2 less to cast. It's amazing ramp. It's great in artifacts. You can even run it in Eldrazi. There may be like a lot of resurgence of decks that are colorless, but are not really only artifact focused. Like maybe more Ugin and removal focused.
Yeah.
Destroy target permanent that's one or more colors. It's amazing.
The first ability
And
too.
the +1 that creates colorless spirits, it's really useful.
Yeah, protects himself. Like essentially the first one is ramp. The static ability is ramp. Then it's draw, and then it's removal. So like, what else do you want?
And the when the token leaves the battlefield, like in any way.
Yeah.
That's great. That's amazing.
You put the card
I
in
don't
your
know. It's again, I can say a lot of Ugin because it's so obvious how good he is.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, I think in decks like for me in the ready, it's so good. It's
Artifact
the perfect
decks,
fit.
like-
Yeah, and like the fact that it's a colorless planeswalker means it can go in any deck. So there's that.
I mean, you're not gonna play it in every deck, like multicolored decks, color,
I
4.
think you actually can. I mean, I'm not, but I think you actually can.
I mean, yeah, you
because
can.
There's not anything he does that's really specific against any one strategy, right? Like, let's say you play control, a 2/2 blocker is always gonna be good, and even better if it draws you. And the destroy target permanent, it's really good. Or in a creatures deck, let's say you have a manifest deck, right? And it's the exiling part maybe helps you get there faster. I don't know. I think there's not a deck that doesn't really like him.
Yeah, I agree. The thing is that I don't have many decks that could exploit him, but I can see like in one monocolor or 2-color decks that this one would do a lot of work for the first class. But just like the other abilities, the loyalty abilities are really good.
Like let's say even in commanders that, let's say, Esper commanders or Dimir commanders that don't have a lot of ramp access to ramp.
Land ramp.
He's really good because
because you have rocks.
I mean, 6. If you get to 6, you can pretty much cast your rocks for free.
Yep. That was what I was about to say, that this might be an auto to include in any monocolor deck, like Cage Sun style cards that give you a lot of advantage in playing your rocks.
Yeah, mono white.
I will play it. I will
red.
play it on mono white or mono black.
Yeah.
It's so good, and also it's ramp then can remove things. Like you said, it does everything. So yeah, so good.
Okay, I'm bored. Next card.
Next card. Nico Bolas. Yeah, he's good. Okay.
Okay. Play Nico Bolas. No, my card is one that my next one. Right, I'm next, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my next one is that people have been hyping, and it's an uncommon, but it's really good, and I think this will see a lot of play in Commander. It's Evolution Sage. Evolution Sage is a 3/2 for 3. 2 of anything, 1 green. It's a creature, elf druid, so it's a relevant creature type. And it basically has landfall, or has like a landfall-esque clause. It says whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, proliferate. I think this is one of the best. Like for me, this is one of the best cards in the set, especially with all the planeswalkers running around. If you play Super Friends, this is going to be great. If you play +1/+1,
if you play Moldrota Planeswalkers, that deck, man, that deck is making his. Yeah,
it's gonna be good. If you play +1/+1 counters, this is going there. If you play Infect,
if you play in Infect, is
if you play Infect, this is amazing because like there comes a time where you can't like hit people anymore, or I don't know, like just playing land, 1 poison counter for you, 1 poison counter for you.
I have a question. Is this the best proliferate card?
No.
No, but it's so good.
No, but it's really good because it does it for free. I know Atraxa does it, but it just does it once at the end of your turn. And this one can exploit fetch
Yeah.
lands, and it can exploit like ramp.
Yeah, you can. If you play an
But I mean,
infect,
it's so cheap.
you can kill
and
a
it's
player
body.
just by ramping. So
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know, maybe a Traxa, but it's a 4-color, like it's a dedicated deck, a Traxa. And of course, if you run a Traxa, you play this card. But this card may function in other ways that maybe don't require.
Yeah,
a
no,
Traxa,
this is more flexible, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's.
So that's my point. Like, I think, I don't know if it's the best, but I think it's like one of the best proliferate cards.
I think the best
No
one
doubt.
for me is Contagion Engine. Because I like that sort of thing to not be a creature, because creatures are more fragile. For me, Contagion.
Yeah, I guess. I think this may be, even though it's a 3/2, an auto-include in Azuri type decks.
Yeah, Hapatra. This one goes in. I have a legendary creatures that revolves around +1/+1 counters. That one, this one goes in there. Of course, Super Friends.
But this is not a legendary creature, though.
Yeah, you can't play it in that deck.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, but I play it on Borush the Hunter, and it's so good.
Yeah.
In theory, it's so good.
Yeah, this is gonna see a lot of casual play, maybe like standard and modern, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, this is gonna see a ton of EDH play for sure. Especially if you have Freyalise or one of those planeswalkers that you can use as your commander, meaning all of them. This is gonna be on auto include in the planeswalker as your commander deck.
And if you have doubling season with this guy, it's insane.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be insane. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good cards.
Yeah,
Good cards.
like
yeah.
it.
Okay, so it's my turn to go ahead and go deep into the common set. I'm not doing the Nicole Bolas is good. Yeah, no. We're looking at the common and uncommon. So this is a common card. Is how is it pronounced? Kayas Ghost Form.
Kaya.
Let's say
Kaya.
Kayas. Kayas Ghost Form. So Kayas Ghost Form is an enchantment. It's an arrow. It's just one black mana, and it reads: enchant creature or planeswalker you control. When enchanted permanent dies or it's put into exile, return that card to the battlefield under your control. So it pretty much does the same thing as the gods. It doesn't matter if it dies or get exiled, you will return it to the battlefield. And it works also on planeswalker, so it's weird that you can put an aura on a planeswalker, but awesome card. I think
Kaya's Ghost Form is really good. It's really
we
good.
played it.
Like you can even play it in Hakon, right, Victor?
No, not really. I mean, yes, you could, but
okay. I'm gonna go now.
But no, I mean, again, I'm playing this card on my Griselda deck, and since the combined creature leaves the battlefield as one, you will get the same combined creature from exile or so good.
We played this. We played against a Muldothra deck.
Yeah.
That ran this card, and it's the stupidest.
Yeah, we
thing
couldn't
ever.
kill it. That was
because obviously Muldrotha just comes back, and he casts Kaya's Ghost Form, and he does it again and again and again. So if we destroy the enchantment, he can cast it again with Muldrotha and if he kills Muldrotha, oh man, that's a hard name to say. Kaya's Ghost Form just brings it back. It's a horrible endless loop.
Yeah, and it's just one mana. That's the crazy part. I mean, it's not that crazy. If it cost more, it wouldn't be that good.
Be that good.
But it wouldn't. Yeah. But
1 mana, it allows you to do a lot more than just protect yourself in that.
Yeah, I think it's not gonna go in every deck, but in the ones that it does, it's gonna be really good.
It's gonna do a lot.
You can even do some crazy things with planeswalkers and their ultimates. you can ultimate, and then the Planeswalker comes
Yeah.
back. You can do the ability one more time.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
it's pretty obvious, but it's so good. Yeah, I think we will see a lot of play, and it's an interesting card for,
Yeah, I
for
like
sure.
it. I like the design. Because we already had like stuff that when a creature dies, you can return it to play and stuff, but I don't think we've ever seen like
Mhm.
the ones that affect planeswalkers like this one does. I like it.
Yeah, and also, what's the name of that card? It's an enchantment for 7. Grave Betrayal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good, but whenever that card hits the table, you become the number 1 target. And for this one,
Well,
yeah,
whenever
not
whenever the
really. You can-
Muldrotha player plays this one, that player's gonna be the number
Oh, well,
one
yeah,
target.
if you're playing Muldrotha Planeswalkers next deck, I mean, yeah. Yeah, of course, you're going to become the number 1 target. But in general, like I said, I'm playing it on Grusilda since you can get back the combined creature and do the crazy enter the battlefield
Yeah,
abilities.
you get the triggers again.
So, yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Número dos.
El2.
This is número 4.
I'm hitting you with yet another Planeswalker. It's Ashiok Dream Render.
Oh.
It's a 3 CMC, 1 generic, 2 blue and black hybrid. So how this works is you can either play blue or black for each of these
You
hybrid
can either
mana.
pay, right?
So yeah. You can it has 2 of those, but in the end it's a 3 CMC. Legendary Planeswalker Ashiok, 5 loyalty counters. The static ability is spells and abilities your opponents control can cause their controller to search their library.
Ooh.
And their -1 is target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Then exile each opponent's graveyard.
Ooh.
I just gotta say this card is insane.
It is.
It's stupid. I hate it when it's on the other side. It fits in a lot of decks. It fits in a lot of decks.
Yeah.
Like,
For example, Muldrotha Planeswalkers. Yeah.
please stop. Please stop. If you're playing a reanimator deck, this card mills you for
Yeah, you
3,
can mill yourself.
and then you exile the other reanimator.
Yeah.
The other reanimator.
Great
Yeah,
card.
like if you want to like do
And-
Living Dead, that sort of thing. Ashiok
Yeah.
is the
Oh my god, yeah.
And the spell setting ability your opponent's control can cause their control to search their library is also so
Yeah.
annoying. It's very annoying. I mean, this card, it puts in so much work for a bloody uncommon.
You can't use fetch
Yeah.
line.
For $2.50.
We don't care
What?
about the,
How,
Please keep it that way.
how much
keep
is
it that way,
how
please.
much is the foil?
I don't know.
Because I think I want
Yeah,
it in
me
foil.
too. Like the art is so good, the card is so good that it's gonna see a ton
Mhm.
of play.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I love it. It does so much. I can finally play an Ashiok in my CDC deck, in my CDC
Yeah.
whip.
And your commander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I can also finally play an Ashiok in my Muldrotha
Yeah.
deck. It's so good.
The foil
Yeah.
one is $15.
you don't even have a Muldrotha.
You're not gonna make it.
Not right now.
It's more
but-
likely that either one
Yeah.
of us makes that deck than you. To be honest, you're not gonna make it.
Well,
And if you do, that deck's not gonna live
Who?
I mean,
for long.
mm, we'll see. We'll
It's a
see.
challenge.
you hear it here first.
It's the Muldrotha Planeswalker deck challenge.
It will be a ton of them.
But it's
Yeah.
it's great. It has 5 loyalty counters for 3 mana. It's insane. The minus ability is only 1. It's very resilient. It's very annoying. It's very good. Next card.
Oh yeah, that's my turn. Woo!
Yeah.
Mine's it's one that I put in. I think 4 decks. Just honestly because I don't know what to take out to run this one. It's Return to Nature, and it's a common.
Finally,
Well,
come on.
my last one was an uncommon. So,
Hmm.
Return to Nature is an instant for 2 mana, one of anything, one green, and it says choose one, which is one of my favorite things in Magic. Destroy target artifact to choose. Yeah,
choose.
options. I like options. Destroy target artifact, or destroy target enchantment, or exile target card from a graveyard. This is not as good as Ashiok when removing exiling graveyards, but it is flexible, which I like a lot. It's like a better natural. It's a better naturalize, which usually we don't tend to play on in Commander. But one of the cards that I almost always play is what's this one? The Rakdos one. It literally Rakdos.
Rakdos Charm?
Exactly.
Rakdos
It literally
Charm.
has Rakdos in the name. Rakdos Charm. And I mostly use it for the exile effect and the destroy enchantment.
Artifact.
Artifact. God, where's my mind at?
Artifact.
So yeah, this one is. I think it's somewhat better in certain scenarios. Yeah, someone like Rakdos Charm, you're gonna use it sometimes when someone does Kiki Jiki, Zill's Conscript combo, and you can kill them. But I don't think that's gonna happen a lot. And exiling the whole graveyard, yes, it's good, but sometimes they're just targeting one creature for reanimation and stuff. So this one does it better, and you got the flexibility of destroying an artifact or an enchantment, which is kind of.
I recently, like a year ago, made like a major rework of all my decks, where I got cheap artifact and enchantment destruction, like naturalize and.
Oh yeah, I've seen you play that one. I've
stuff
seen
like
you
that.
play that one that destroys target artifact or enchantment, and the owner of that artifact or enchantment gains 4 life. Yeah.
Yeah, and I one of my top cards was Broken Bonds.
Yeah.
And I think maybe this card may just replace that. Like it's gonna become one of my most.
It's
used
funny
cards.
because
Absolutely.
the one that I replaced Broken Bonds with was this one from my Multani deck. I took out Broken Bonds and I put in this one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that for
Yeah,
every deck
it's
I
really
have.
good.
Because it's an instant. It's and the option to exile a card in the graveyard is
Yeah.
good because it can get you out of
Yeah,
a pinch.
it's a
I don't
must.
know. This card is really
good.
powerful in my opinion.
Yeah, it's good that you have the 3 options, and not that many green cards do that. That the exile part. So yeah, I think it's so good, and it can be really relevant to exile some key combo elements. I don't know. Yeah, I like it
Yeah,
so much.
and
I
it's-
had it on my list, but
And
yeah,
it's never going to be a
so
dead
good.
card in your hand
think it's
like
one
your
of-
number one.
What?
I'm just messing with you.
That is not a dead card like.
We
what was
forgot
it?
the name. It's not great.
Yeah, it's not important.
Doesn't
The best card of the set?
It
Oh
does-
yeah, Price
it
of
doesn't
Sure,
Betrayal.
nothing.
So yeah, Return to Nature is good. Buy your work your commons. Go to the bulk bins and buy your foils because it's gonna be a good one in Commander for sure.
I'm probably gonna run it in every green deck
Yeah.
I have.
I'm running it right now in my Multhro Top Planeswalker deck. So good. It does a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, foils are only
Yeah,
$1, so get yours.
Okay. So next card. I'm going to choose this one. I think it's kind of obvious, but I don't know. So my card is Deliver into Evil. It's a sorcery for 3 mana, 2 generic and 1 black.
Deliver onto
and it
evil.
reads. Oh, sorry. Onto Evil. Yeah. So it reads, choose up to 4 target cards in your graveyard. If you control a bolas planeswalker, return those cards to your hand. Otherwise, an opponent chooses 2 of them, leave the chosen cards in your graveyard, and then put the rest into your hand. And then you need to exile, deliver onto evil. So the reason I'm choosing this card is because in black, you don't have that many options to return
Non-creatures,
cards.
right?
Not creatures, cards in general to your hand. So I think it's good. I'm not really a fan of the part of the ball as planeswalker. I mean, if you have the opportunity to return 4 target cards, it's good. But leaving, I mean, this is like kind of a politics card when you need to.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do some things to give an opponent the choose of giving you 2 good cards. But in general, I think it's a good card to return specific cards that can help you, like a board wipe or whatever. And yeah, that's not that many cards in black that
It's
do
a
that.
cute card.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
And again,
I can see it like being good in certain scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that you have the flexibility of doing that in black. And as you know, I always tend to go into black cards. So for me, this was interesting. And yeah, I mean, I think if you're running a Bolas theme deck, if you get the opportunity to return 4 cards, like any type of card, to your hand, it's so good. For only 3, it's good.
Yeah.
And also the art is good. So.
I don't have a lot to say about this card. I mean, yeah, it's good. It's, I don't know. There's something about it that just doesn't.
Yeah, I think it's too narrow, in my opinion.
And I think the exile on deliver onto evil. I don't like that part. But yeah, it's good. Like, it does some things that you were not really allowed to before.
Yeah, I think if you're.
And I mean, yeah, I think the exile part is good, because if not, it will be so broken if you're running.
I don't think it's broken.
It's broken either.
Really.
But I mean, if you're playing Grixis, and you have if you're playing Bolas Commander in general, and you can like return 4 cards and then returning from your graveyard and then again and again, I mean, it can get.
Yeah, I think that's the reason,
reason,
but it's a reason that was not made for our format. I think it was made in mind with having multiple copies of this one, because you can just like loop them. You have a Nicol Bolas Planeswalker in play, and then you play this one, you return another deliver onto evil, and then you like another 3 cards, and then you keep doing that again and again. That's I think that's why they made it, but like in Commander, it doesn't matter that much.
I mean, it could generate many combos, but yeah. I mean, the only real reason that I choose this card is, like Balam said, is not that this card does something that you generally can't do in black. So yeah, it's interesting. Can you? I mean, yeah, I'm playing green and also blue on this Planeswalker deck. I'll talk about it later. So
God, please stop.
But yeah.
Please make it stop.
Numero uno.
El uno.
My card. Oh man, my list is the most basic list ever.
Someone had to like.
I swear to you guys, I'm not usually the basic player. It's just the cards are really good. This is the strongest card of the whole set. I know it. I just know it in my bones. For EDH. And is Bolas Citadel. 6 CMC,
Molasses.
3 generic, 1 black, 1 black, 1 black, legendary artifact. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play the top card of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its converted mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. Tap it, sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life. I don't know. This is.
I mean, do you think that's good? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is the most not broken, but the most powerful card in World of Spark. And
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. For me, it also is the
It-
best card.
Like, I compare it with a lot of other super value enchantments like Rhystic Study and Zendikar Resurgent, Sunbird's Invocation,
Sunbird's Invocation.
and Smothering Tide. This is the fifth one of the cycle of the must run cards in those
But
colors,
that-
right?
Yeah.
Those are enchantments, and this one's an artifact, so it's not part of the cycle.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh man, I just played myself.
Oh. Cancel.
Congratulations.
Christmas is cancelled.
Yeah, goodbye
Later.
guys. I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this anymore. No, it's a honorary enchantment. It's so good. It counts as a enchantment and as a creature, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. To be honest,
yeah,
I
me
thought it
too.
was
like
an
I
enchantment.
read it and I said, yeah, of course it's an
Like an
artifact.
enchantment.
I don't know. I think it's Theros' fault because I think it's like a legendary enchantment artifact. Well,
Mhm.
anyway,
It's an-
this card, it absolutely pays for itself in the very same turn. Something that
Yeah.
doesn't happen with like Rhystic Study or Sunbird's Invocation. Like you cast them and you have to wait out like a round for them to actually do something. This card can take can do things immediately. Is cheating of mana cost, is kind of card draw, and
Well, it is card advantage.
yeah, it's absolute card advantage, and you can check the top card of your deck, of your library. That maybe if it's something you don't want to play at the moment, can be useful. Like it's the best card. It's the best card in the whole set, no doubt.
Yeah, I agree.
And the sacrifice 10 non-land permanents, it may come handy. Like
Yeah, that's not too shabby.
as I was playing this in my Aminato deck, it was so fun because I took the lands out and put the expensive stuff on the top, and you don't care absolutely about the life. Like you can go to 10 life, but if you just played like in one turn, you went ahead like 5 turns, you don't care. You have
Yeah, life is a
full
life is a
control of the board.
resource.
Sorry?
Life is a resource, right?
Yeah. After all, life is a resource, and using the combining it with this, it's insane. It's insane.
Yep, I agree. That's the
Yeah.
best one.
Yeah. For me, at the beginning, I didn't even read the last ability. I mean, it can be relevant at some point, but that thing about playing your deck and not paying mana, it's insane. It's so good. And for me,
Yeah,
it is part of the circle.
super value
The cycle, sorry.
enchantments.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah, the
good,
super
it's
value
an
friends.
enchantment. Yeah, I'm gonna run it if I can, like get it in every black deck I can.
Yeah.
In everything, yeah. I have this Sultai deck.
Please don't. Please stop.
And I'm
it.
playing
Next
it in
card.
black.
Please stop. You
Yeah. No, I
Next
didn't
card.
say anything. I'm just
All right, next card.
Next card.
This is funny because you were
Okay.
doing 5 to 1, but this isn't any order of like good or bad. So I just think it's funny because I was going my first and then my last. Well, my last card is Parhelion 2, and this is an absolute.
Oh, yeah.
This is an absolute Timmy card.
Yeah.
That's why I love that's why I love it so much. It's 8 CMC, 6 of anything, 2 white. It's a legendary artifact vehicle. It has flying, first strike, vigilance, And it says, whenever Parhelion 2 attacks, create two 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance that are attacking. And it's a 5/5 if you crew it, and it crews for 4. So I just want to state the obvious. If you cheat this one into play with like Duretti, or anything that cheats artifacts into play early on, this is gonna like take the game over because it's a lot of damage. It's 13 damage by itself. I run it in an Angel Tribal deck that puts tokens into play. And what I like about this card, like that I don't like about the Miracle one, that or like the sorceries in general that put angels, it's that this is a permanent and it's not a creature. So, I mean, it is a creature when you crew it, but most likely if they're going to board wipe, this is not going to be a creature, so it's going to stay, and it's going to recuperate. It's going to recover your board state again. Only by playing one creature, it's going to give you 2 more creatures, and then 2 more, and so on and so forth. And yeah, when it attacks, it's 13 damage. That's not.
This time, the it being a vehicle kind of works a lot for the card, for itself.
Yeah.
And
it's like.
It's so fun that you can. I think you can actually crew one of the tokens you just put like in the next turn.
Yeah.
To activate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is, and it's not going to see a ton of play because the cost is restrictive, and maybe you want to play it in vehicles, you want to play it in tokens. Like
I run it in my tokens deck. As you said, it's an absolute Timmy card. Like once it hits the board, everybody goes like whoa, and the flying first strike vigilance is ridiculous. I don't know, it's such a fun card. Like it's
fun.
It's ridiculously fun. It takes Battleship Magic to another level.
Yeah, it's so EDH. It's for me, it's the most EDH card of all.
Yeah, it's the spirit of the format. Yeah, I love this card, and I run it in my Angel deck, just like I said. I want to get more. I just got 1 copy, but I would like to get more to like and test in like different kinds of deck. But this is something that I want to do. Like I want to attack with something that has vigilance and put into play stuff that has vigilance, so I can block too. And no one, like, honestly, this is a powerful card, but no one's gonna go like, oh crap, we have to deal with this now.
But I mean, if you don't deal with it quickly enough, it can get super out of hand. Yeah,
you just have to attack with it once to be really like 11
damage. If it stays on
ridiculous.
the battlefield,
no, it's
like
more.
For 3 turns,
13 damage.
You're pretty much done. I mean, yeah, you can always do a board wipe, but it's so powerful. And it's so cool. Yeah, the art is cool.
Yeah, what I said, it recovers you after a board wipe.
So good.
And angels are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good cards. Good cards, guys. Yeah.
Good card. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your last amazing card, Vago?
Well,
blow
I'm
our
changing
minds.
Be ready for this, because now I think I have to talk about this card. I mean, I like it. I can't help it. I like it. So, Nicole Bolas. No, my last card is going to be Command the Dreadhorde. Yeah, it's a sorcery, CMC of 6. It's 4 generic and 2 black, and it reads: choose any number of creature or planeswalker cards in graveyards, so any graveyard. Command the Dreadhorde deal damage to you equal to the total converted mana cost of those cards. Put it onto the battlefield under your control. So it's a toned down Rise from the Dark Realms. But the fun part is that you can revive planeswalkers. So that's fun. And it works for any graveyard. So if you have enough life, this card can get pretty crazy, and it's just 6 mana. So, I mean, it's not by any means better than Rise, but it's good. It's fun, and I think that the Planeswalker part is so good because you can do some crazy interactions between 2 Planeswalker from different decks. And I mean, yeah, it can drain your life a lot, but if you have Glacial Chasm, it will, because since this card weirdly enough deals damage, you don't lose life. This deals damage. So if you have Glacial Chasm, you can do some crazy stuff.
So you can prevent damage with a
Yeah,
lot of things.
it's funny that
Yeah.
this card doesn't lose life. It's just deal damage. So I think it's interesting, and I think it should see a lot of play.
It seems like a super, like, it's also like a super EDH card. I don't know, some super randomly good. I mean, as in, like, you can assign it's how valuable or how good this card is depending on the board. I mean, or the graveyards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a powerful card, and life doesn't really matter a lot. Like, maybe there are some pricey things, but like you would without a doubt pay 7 life to get Shelter back and another.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would pay 20 life. Like if I'm at 40, I would.
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
sure pay
you can
20 life.
easily pay 20 life. For me, weirdly enough, the first time that I saw this card, I was thinking about being on a awful position on the board and playing it to revive Nukin and wipe the whole board just by paying 8 life. And I mean, it's
Yeah, this is an interesting point that you mentioned. What I didn't like about this card initially, and I think I still don't like it because of that reason, is because you can't play it when you're like super behind. I mean, you can play it, but you're not going to get a lot of things. If you're low on life, if you're dying, this card is not going to do anything. So that's why.
Yeah, that's the issue. Being behind with this card, it's not really good.
Being behind in life.
Like
if you're behind on the game, you can do pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good point. Like you're super behind in the game, but in life you're like almost full. Or let's say you're playing against an infect deck, you can just get everything back, no problem. Yeah, it's cute. It's a cute card. It's a good card, but it does have its problems.
And
yeah, I think it's also narrow. I wouldn't put it like in every deck, but it certainly does some work.
And for me, again, it's interesting that it can revive Planeswalkers. Not that many cards or any other card can do that. So imagine if we're playing against super popular Atraxa Super Friends, you can combo out by reviving specific Planeswalkers. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah. And I think also it's super EDH card. I mean, yeah. So good. I want it in foil. Also, the art. Come on, guys.
Of course you do. Yeah, I have one. I got one copy. I just don't know.
I mean, $3 for the foil. Yeah, give me 20 of them. I don't know why, but yeah, it's so good.
You only have like one black.
No, I have 2. Yeah. I have 3. Yeah.
No, you have 2.
I have Grusilda, and I have Boros, and I have Multhrota Planeswalkers.
No, you don't have that one.
Not yet.
That deck doesn't exist. Yeah, not yet, so you don't have it.
I will. No, but it's, good cards, guys. What of the Spark? It's a good set.
Damn.
Yes.
At the time of recording, Ashiok is foil. Ashiok is $15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was 15. It's
I didn't hear. It's
expensive.
Yeah, but
it's
you can have.
That's
I guess I'm not getting.
Yeah,
it.
but you can have the normal version for 2.5, so you can buy like 10 if you want.
I don't know. I think I only want like 3 Ashioks.
Yeah, me too. I don't want a ton.
Yeah.
I mean it's good, but like honestly, I don't have a lot of Dimir decks. I have 2 that have those colors, and it just goes into one really. No, wait, I have 3.
I'm gonna play her on my CDC for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That was War of the Spark. There's absolutely a lot of cards we missed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Please tell us your top 5 cards, but make it as we did it. Like, not, I don't know, the absolutely 5 strongest cards or 5 most played cards. Well, I kind of actually did that. 5 cards that really resonate with you, that you think this card is gonna be good for me or in the format or in my decks. You know,
Yeah.
just
Like Price of Betrayal.
Choose-
Yeah, do that.
yeah, like,
Or do whatever you want. Yeah, like Price of Betrayal or whatever cards that you want, or just tell us the obvious, more powerful ones if you want to. The things that you thought we missed. And yeah, let us know, let us hear your thoughts about the set, because I honestly think this is one of the most powerful sets.
Mhm.
yeah, this was a fun set. Coming in after Ravnicus, I wasn't really sure how to feel about it. And when they announced the Planeswalkers, I said, I mean, it sounds cute and cool, but what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
But I really liked what they did with the Planeswalkers.
I already knew what was going to happen. Like, I already knew that it was going to be a Planeswalker centric deck, and I was like, I still was hoping. Like, I had some high expectations. I was hoping that they didn't like mess it up with like super powerful ones, or that were gonna ruin the format, like limited and stuff. And it doesn't. Like, it's an awesome format, and none of the Planeswalkers, like none of the uncommon Planeswalkers are like super busted. So that was good. They're good. They're good, but they're not insane.
There's a lot of tools in a lot of the rarities for EDH. I think it's one of the most, like, beyond the power level. There's a lot of EDH cards that can be included. One of the most EDHable sets since Ixalan, I believe.
Since Dominaria.
Since Dominaria.
Probably.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, Dominaria. I forgot about that. Yeah, Dominaria, I think, is one of the best sets ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but War of the Spark it's good. Yeah, it has some interesting cards and interesting ways to deal and to, I forgot the word.
That one.
Yeah.
That word.
Dile en español, bro.
Ay, bueno, así jugar con, tratar con, ¿cuál es la palabra?
Deal with.
¿Eh? No, o sea, que conviven, pues, es que no es conviven, pero well.
Termina la idea, hijo.
No sé, bro. Cambia otra cosa.
¿Qué es Magic? ¿Qué es esto? ¿El Magic? I like the set because it has different ways to deal with Planeswalkers and counters. So I thought it's interesting to have this type of cards. Yeah.
Yeah, I was scared of that. I was scared of the Planeswalkers, but they gave us, the Elder Spell and a lot of things too.
And I like that they use proliferate again. So
yeah, I thought we were never gonna see that again.
Yeah, it's good to see that. Good job, guys.
That was fun.
So, thanks everybody for listening. We're so glad to be back in this.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
After everybody's back from their trips, I think I hope we're gonna get a bit more consistent with the way we put out videos and podcasts. Right now we are only at YouTube because SoundCloud expects me to pay them, and Spotify as well. Well, not really Spotify, but I need a HTML something server. Anyway, you can look at us. You can look for us in YouTube and Twitter. That's where we are gonna be active the most, and we hope to see you there.
Yeah, tell us what you thought about the set. Could be either on Twitter, YouTube, comments.
Mm-hmm. Let us know what you think about the new Planeswalkers, the new set, and what's your favorite cards of it.
Yeah, right at us.
Mm-hmm.
See you later, guys. Stay salty.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or not. Or not.
Don't romanticize the salty.
Yeah, but don't kill you.
Alright.